And so they really do need to understand that, or they will, without cause, shred your credibility. You know, and they'll just say, well, if what he said then is not what he says now, then why should we believe anything he says?
Well, that's because we're not a politician. We're trying to find out the truth. Now, let's get back to data, speaking of same.
Sure.
This connection with Egypt is so incredibly fascinating and should not exist. The real pièce de résistance here is when I got to the point where I said, okay, so we're flying to the moon under the banner of Osiris, not Apollo,
right,
which is connected to Egypt. We land on the moon at Tranquility on the date which is constrained by that helical rising of Isis and Osiris, not Apollo. What else is there to be mined in this fertile field? So we have some computer programs now which are extremely good and extremely democratizable. They are astronomy software programs. Redshift is one commercial name that we're using, which was given to me, by the way, by Omni Magazine, and I'm very grateful to them, because without them I probably wouldn't have tripped over this for quite a while. And you're able to, in the computer, either at a PC or with a laptop or whatever, in a Mac, to literally put yourself on the surface of any other planet in the solar system.
That's right.
And with the ephemerids, recreate the sky at any time, plus or minus thousands of years, with proper motions and precessions and all the geometric factors calculated automatically.
Exactly how it would have looked.
Exactly. So what do? I set us up for the landing of Apollo 11 on the moon.
Right.
Now, we were told, as you know, part of our briefings with Cronkite, that the astronauts had to land with the sun at about a 10-degree elevation behind them, so that as they came down from the east moving west in orbit on their descent trajectory, the shadows of the craters and rocks and whatever would stand out in sharp relief, and they would be able to make a safe landing, avoiding obstruction.
Makes sense.
Okay. So I factored in all the known data, and I picked as my source an impeccable authority. There is a geologist named Donald Wilhelms, who was one of the high-level geologists at the U.S. Geological Survey, who's written a brilliant tour de force of the scientific aspects of the Apollo missions to the moon.